everyone to the Mental Lifestyle Magazine TV and radio show. Our next guest is Pooja Uberoi. Pooja is recognized globally as a Bollywood dance director and choreographer and has been responsible for some of the biggest Bollywood musicals in India and the US. Pooja created IKIGAI USA to foster artistic collaborations and to help artists follow their passion without being short of any resources or finances that they need. IKIGAI USA aims to develop and spread Indian cultural and Bollywood dance, yoga, and movement through classes, workshops, and events. She is currently expanding and setting up her yoga and dance school in Florida and continues to run her school in New York. Welcome, Pooja. Welcome to the Mental Lifestyle Magazine TV show.
Thanks.
So tell us about your journey. You were actually born in India,
Right.
and then you moved to New York. So tell us about that.
I've just been listening to such great stories, and I wanted to piggyback on that I have been dancing since I was 3 in India. It was my mom's dream to be a dancer, but she was from a family where she was not allowed to dance, and so she tried her luck with me, and I just took on to dance, and I've been dancing since 3. And when I grew up, you start living with the society, and you start deciding everybody wants to be a doctor, engineer, and I didn't really like any of those, and I wanted to know, I felt that there's something more that I wanted to do, and I had dance with me. So it was one day in college that I just walked into a studio and they were rehearsing for a musical, and I saw this group of dancers flying up in the air doing ballet, and I started with classical dance and they were doing jazz and contemporary. When I saw them, I was like, this is what I want to do, and that is the day I found my ikigai. I didn't know the word then, but I went home and I told my mom that I know what I want to do now, and I don't want to be a doctor or engineer or a journalist, but this is what I want to do. And that is where my journey began.
Okay, so you use the word ikigai, and I know that the name of your business is IKIGAI USA. And by the way, it's wonderful that your mom and your family has supported you in this, because we're Indian. We know what it's like. You have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be whatever. So it's just wonderful that you've been allowed to express your innate talents in this way, with that family support. But ikigai, that's a very interesting word. So tell us what ikigai is and why you chose that as the name of your business.
So ikigai is basically your soul's purpose, or your purpose for being on this earth. And I believe in whatever I've read, and my teachers, told me that we all come here to find our mission on earth. It's not about just coming, getting born, having kids, studying, and just then dying, in a big house. No. So we're all here to find our ikigai. We all have a passion. We're all creative in different ways, whether it's baking or cooking or even hosting a TV show or even being, a doctor. That's creativity. I mean, how you work that whole art. So when I was dancing already for 20 years, and when I came to New York, then I realized I stumbled upon this book. In fact, I've got this book here today. So if anybody would like to get this book, this is where I got my inspiration from. And I read this book and I realized that I have been following my ikigai all my life. And I think ikigai is something that you're good at, something that you can do every day. You can wake up like your profession, something that the world needs. So you are helping the world with it, making people happy mentally, physically. And the fourth thing that you should be able to be so good that you can get paid for it. But also ikigai is something that you would do even if you don't get paid. So you love it so much. And I think everybody today, we're struggling with making a living and making an impact. So if you follow your ikigai and live your passion, then you can make a living with the impact that you're making. And that's why I have started hosting Find Your Ikigai workshops with Bollywood Beats, which is my training in movement and dance and, connecting with your mind, body, soul, because that I have found that power of movement really helps people think and talk about their ikigai and act on it from a very positive space.
So you also do yoga, all right? So you've brought the Indian culture to America, which is huge here, really, because everybody's into yoga and everybody's into the Bollywood dancing. So I think you went to the perfect place, New York, a melting pot of so many cultures. So it sounds to me as if your studio was an instant success. Is that correct?
In New York, yes, I started. So New York, I had a couple of studios where I used to rent spaces, and then I would do my classes, and that went on really well till about 2019, 20, I would say, and then COVID happened. But we did a lot of online classes. So yeah, yoga I trained in India, in fact, in Mysore, and I did my hatha yoga training, and that is when it really, my dance training and yoga together made me realize how strong is the power of movement and just being in connection with your body and mainly flowing. I think Karina was talking about how we flow. Life is about just flowing, trusting that life is going where you're meant to go.
Where you're meant to go, yeah. That's a really valid point, that dance gives us that power because we have to follow the music. And in life, what we're really doing is following the music of life, how life is directing us to go and to follow our passions. So Karina is already warming up.
I see that.
I mean, Karina, I don't know if you know this about Karina, but she is a professional dancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, she doesn't need any excuse to dance. I mean, yes. I mean, I did
like
some
Shah Rukh Khan, she listens to the music.
Exactly. I'm glad that you mentioned Shah Rukh Khan. For those in the audience and who are viewing and listening to us who do not know who Shah Rukh Khan is one of the biggest stars in India. And Pooja, I recently saw on your Instagram page that you shared photos with a couple, like massive stars in Bollywood, and one of them is Anupam Kher. And Anupam Kher, I think everybody has seen the movie Bend It Like Beckham. Anupam Kher played the father in that movie. So how are you meeting these wonderful people? Did you meet him here in
New York?
In New
yeah,
York?
but I also, before I moved to New York, I was in Bombay for 3 years, and I was directly assisting one of my choreographers on movies, and we worked with some of the Imtiaz Ali movies. We worked with, with Vidya Balan, with Ranbir Kapoor, with the last movie was Tamasha, with Deepika Padukone. So we worked with some of the biggest stars, and then yes, in New York. In fact, Anupam Kher has done a show called New Amsterdam, which is shot in New York. So a lot of them live in America now for these shows. Priyanka Chopra is coming up in Citadel. So you keep we do shows with our children in New York. We had a kids crew that would perform with any celebrity that flew from India, and they did a show with Saif Ali Khan and Javed Jaffrey, and they did a full performance with Javed Jaffrey, who's, by the way, a great dancer.
Okay. Now, if these names are not familiar to you, just understand that if you were reading a list of who's who in Hollywood, this is a list of who's who in Bollywood. Okay. There was a point you mentioned Deepika. Deepika, I mean, she appeared in the Oscars recently, and everybody knows Priyanka Chopra. She's married one of the Jonas brothers. So we cannot wait to see the movement that you share with people and how you get people, how you express that joy, your natural joy, and how you get people to then find their own joy, their own ikigai, because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
It's about flowing. And
it's about flow. It's about loving what you do, sharing that love with the world, and being in joy.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would like to share that.
Should we dance?
We're gonna get ready here to do a little bit of a demonstration of dance of the Bollywood. But what I wanted to share is last November I spent 3 weeks in India, and I toured through Mumbai and Delhi, and we ended up at the 3-day spa at Kerala at the south part, and we toured all over. We were on and off little planes and buses, and I saw so much of India, and I experienced, the fun part is they all thought I was Indian, and they would start speaking to me, in Indian, and I'd be like, no, don't understand it. Like, but you're Indian, right? I'm like, no, I mean, you look Indian. I'm like, yeah, I know, but no. But yeah, I had a great time in India, loved it, and we actually went to Bollywood, and we had a demonstration. We did the singing, we did a whole costume change. So I think we have music ready to go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Sorry, we didn't even set the music up. I guess so. Can you set this music up really fast? So yeah, so this is, that's my fault. I forgot to ask her to put the music on. Why are you guys standing over there? Come on over here.
So why do we get the music? Why don't we just start
But to do a little, yeah.
Like, let me tell you a little bit of, so we really bend our knees in Bollywood, it's freedom. So we're gonna make some circles and we throw our hands up in the air. Yes, that's it. Enjoy your beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, throw your hands up in the air. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are a couple of things. One of them is
I'm gonna have you step up front here.
is a thumka. So when you shake your hips with a rhythmic movement, yeah, you can, I can hold it, no problem. So you call it a thumka. So all you're doing is just shake that. Yeah, shake it. So you can even go side to side. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Yes. And another one. Why don't we dip our feet now? So that is called dipping. Yeah, so you're just lifting one foot up, one foot down. So if you add a thumka and the dipping, and let's make circles and throw it up in the air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thumka, 6, 7, and dip your feet. Boom, boom. Let's point our hand. Right hand, left hand. Now shake it up. 2, 3, 4. Right hand, left hand. Shake it up. 2, 3, 4. Got it? Yeah. Let's try it again. The whole thing, okay? So we go. Circle it. Both hands. Take both hands. Oh, okay. Let's try with the music then. So I'm holding the mic, but you use both your hands. So try to get the rhythm in. You won't get the words, but at least you can understand the beats. Yeah. She's already moving. Yeah. Move that booty a little bit. Let's start rolling our hands. Take it up. One more time. Now let's do the point step. So we go. 1, 2, shake it up. 1, 2, shake it up. 1, 2, shake it up. Thumka. Now let's do the feet. Dip the feet. Keep moving your feet. Yes. Let's take it again from the top. Go. Up in the air. Just throw it up. Move your feet. Dip your feet. Dip your feet. Dip, 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 dip. 1. 1. That's it. Good job. Very good.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to my channel Dr. Karina Felix for more videos.